All right, so Game Awards. A few things I want to say. Predictions slash wish list slash whatever. I want to quick get this video out before I have to go to work today. That's one thing. The first thing I want to say. Why the fuck is this on a Thursday? Like, really, Jeff? Did you really save money by renting the building out on a Thursday instead of a weekend? I guarantee you that's why it is. Like, people got shit to do throughout the week. I would have streamed this, but I have to fucking work because it's Thursday. And a lot of fucking people have shit to do throughout the week. So I don't know why the fuck this on a Thursday. You might as well just put it on a Wednesday for fuck's sake. Whatever. Regardless, I'll be watching this at work, but I have a few predictions, a few things I want to say. I will say, I feel kind of weird about the Game Awards this year because, like, there's not been a game I played this year that has kind of, like, blown me away or is like, wow, this thing's awesome. Not really. There have been good games that I've played for sure. You know, I mean, Silk Song is still really good. I don't like it as much as Hollow Knight, but it's just that's mostly just because I don't like hard games, honestly. And I beat Hollow Knight, so oh, you're just unskilled, dude. That shit is hard. If only for that one there. I think it's called the Mist. There's an area, and I still haven't beat Silk Song because of this. It's an area where you have to like play an instrument and you have to follow these things through, which is already ridiculous because no one's gonna think to fucking play the instrument at that spot to fucking have the thing so you can follow them. Otherwise, it's just a maze that you just loop in forever. It's impossible because it's you have to go over a bunch of fucking uh bottomless pits that if you fall down, you have to fucking start over. There's fucking enemies every fucking 2 seconds, and they're enemies that come at you at a fucking angle, so you can't even attack them or live. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying, and I haven't beat it because of that fucking part. Regardless, I still think it's a really good game for what it is. It's fun, you know, the game, the art, the gameplay, all of it's really good. Even though I struggle with it. And Claire Obscura is good for what it is. I mean, I played that game. It's fine. I like it. I'm not amazed and blown away by it like everyone else seems to be. And I think that's just because there's kind of a cap on how much I can enjoy JRPGs or FRPGs since it's from France, whatever. I just don't really enjoy the genre at all. It's good. I mean, for what it is, I think the characters are really good. The story is kind of nonsensical, but that does seem to be the trend with JRPGs. So, but I like the characters. The voice acting's good. The mocap's good. The battle system is actually, again, for JRPGs, pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit shallow and simplistic once you get it down. Like it's pretty easy to parry stuff and block stuff once you get the timing, but then it gets a little easy. But other than that, you know, it's good. Um, it fucked me up because I won't spoil it, but there's a twist that happens like in the last like third of the game, and it takes one of your characters away, and I had like built my entire party on like the damage that this character was doing, and it completely fucked me over. And the rest of the game was so much harder because of that, which I think was probably intentional. But God, that shit was ridiculous. And I haven't even played any of the other like Game of Year nominations. I don't have a console, so I'm not gonna play Donkey Kong. I'm not a Kojima cocksucker, so I'm not gonna play. And I don't have a PlayStation anyway, so I'm not gonna play that stupid shit. And fucking just overrated games. I don't like his games. I think they're fucking up their own asshole, pretentious garbage. And I think that the people that like it, um, I'm glad that you're living your truth if you like his games. I'll just put it that way. And then wasn't the last game to get nominated like that Hades 2 game, I think. I want to think it was, which I haven't played cuz I'm not really into roguelikes all that much, so I just didn't play it. Didn't play the first one either. Maybe one day I'll get around to it. I've heard it's really good. I've heard even if you don't like roguelikes, you might like it. But no, I just don't like repeating and doing the same shit over and over. That's kind of like my Achilles heel in games, and that's kind of what roguelikes are. So I've never really gelled with them all that much. I think the only one I've actually like legitimately enjoyed is Binding of Isaac way back in the day. Um, back when that released. But yeah, other than that one, I just don't like repeating shit. So what's the other one? There was one I played, Neon Abyss. Neon Abyss was another roguelite that was actually decent. And Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon was another decent roguelite. But regardless, I'm not super into the genre, so I haven't played those two games. Maybe it is good. But it's weird because like none of the games that have released this year at all I feel comfortable calling my game of the year because like none of them have been that great. It's weird. If I had to pick one, I guess it would be Silk Song, even though I have problems with Silk Song and I haven't beat it. Um, I probably enjoyed that one more than any of the other games I played. Or I probably think that one's objectively better anyway. But anyway, enough rambling about the nominees and stuff. What do I want to see? Because that's pretty much all this fucking shit is. They say it's an award show, but really, it's people just care about the fucking announcements and the fucking reveals and all that shit. And then the fucking the summer game showcase is more to showcase games that are out or that we already know about. It's weird, dude. Jeff Keighley's got all this shit backwards. I don't know why the fuck he does that. What do I want to see? Well, I know Larian's teasing their thing. We'll see what it is. I know they want to do, or the rumor was they're doing DOS 3. I really like DOS 2. If they're doing a DOS 3, I just hope they take the lessons they learned from Baldur's Gate 3 and incorporate those into their new game, because it's crazy. Because one of the worries that I had when they got announced for Baldur's Gate 3 was that they didn't do characters very well. At least I didn't think they did characters very well. In Divinity Original Sin 2, they're kind of shallow. You don't really have that many conversations with your companions. I mean, you can only have three, so I don't know. I just didn't think they had that much depth to them. And then they make Baldur's Gate 3, and it's literally the exact antithesis of that. And they completely punched me in the face because they have really in-depth characters and probably some of the best characters I've seen since I played the Mass Effect games. So whatever. I hope they they take that and what they learned in building characters and character arcs and making likable characters, and they incorporate that into their new game. I'm not saying they have to do the mocap and all the other crazy stuff they did in Baldur's Gate 3, because I know they want to do like a lower budget, but just like take the character work and what you did with the characters in that game and just push that forward. At least like, because like in Divinity Original Sin 2, you didn't even really have like a home camp, so you didn't even really have conversations with your companions at all in that game. They would occasionally pipe up like during quests and say stuff, but like they didn't have nearly like the amount of dialogue and stuff that like your companions in Baldur's Gate 3 had. So and I'm not one of the people that think like Baldur's Gate 3 is the greatest fucking RPG to ever come out. I really like it. I think it's one of my favorites. I don't think it's my absolute favorite game RPG. But I would probably say it's top 5. I think it's good enough for that. But yeah, just take and honestly, Divinity Original Sin 2 is probably not far below Baldur's Gate 3. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is better, but if this new game they're working on does have the potential to be even better than that game was, if they continue to grow and improve on their formula and make better games. I mean, there's other games I would want to see. The most I really just want to see new stuff, because like a lot of the franchises that are out that people are predicting, I don't really care about. People are saying Final Fantasy, I don't care about Final Fantasy. People are saying Resident Evil, I don't give a shit about Resident Evil. Persona, I don't like JRPGs. There's all these fucking shit that people are predicting. I've seen a couple videos, and I just don't give a shit about really any of them. Iron Core 7 is one I saw. I doubt that'll be there, but that would be really cool. I do like Iron Core a lot. I would like to see more of that Clockwork game that In Exile's working on. That would be cool. Um, whatever Total War's doing, I know people are saying maybe it's 40K. That would be cool. I am a big fan of Total Warhammer Fantasy. Like I think like 200 hours in one of those games. So I do like those games a lot. So that would be cool to see. But yeah, outside of that stuff, I could sit here and I could rack my brain trying to come up with things. I want them to shock me. I want them to come up with something that I didn't know I wanted, but I see it and I'm like, that looks fucking awesome. I want to play that shit. Witcher was another one people throwing out. I don't care about Witcher. Cyberpunk stuff, that's not gonna be there because they're only gonna do Witcher stuff right now until they get that out. So they'll probably have a Starfield thing for PS3 for the two people, or PS5 for the two people that have a PS5 that want to play that game for some reason. Yeah, there's not gonna be anything Elder Scrolls 6 there. I guarantee you there won't be. I know people said Half-Life 3. Y'all need to get over that shit, dude. It's not happening. Like I get it. It would suck if I was a Half-Life fan. It really would. I feel bad for you guys that you guys have to wait forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and never get a goddamn game. I honestly feel for you, especially since the last one was a cliffhanger from what I understand. That sucks. It'd be like if Mass Effect 2 ended and then we never got a Mass Effect 3. I get it. It sucks. But maybe that would have been for the better considering how Mass Effect 3 turned out. But whatever. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my opinions. Like I said, I gotta work. Because, again, they have this shit throughout the week for some reason. During the week instead of on a weekend. I would have streamed this if I was on a weekend. If I could have, but I can't. But so I'll be watching. I might make a reaction video. If there's anything noteworthy, super noteworthy. Usually with these goddamn things, there's like 2, maybe 3 announcements that I actually care about. And then the rest of it's just like, whatever. But we'll see. But that's about it for this video. Just giving my thoughts, wish list, some things I wanted to talk about. Let me know down below. What do you think? What are your opinions, thoughts, wish list, comments, etc., etc. If you like the video, for whatever reason you like my rambling, you can like it, subscribe, do all that other stuff. Till the next video. Peace.